my fireball. You won't have to cry when you can fly away with me. The way you lift me up, I just can't get enough. Pull me out the dust, then you take me higher. This that love that don't expire, no. I got that undivided love, divided love. 'Cause I will risk it all, oh, 'cause you're my fireball. You won't need to grow when you can fly away with me. Don't need no drinks when I can vibe with you. Don't need no green when I can fly with you. These nights are falling down on us right now, and you're still shining bright.
Hop in the car, watch it go vroom, vroom. I told her mom that I blow soon, soon. Know as a child back in the womb. Oh, told her step back, I need my room, room. Hop in the car, watch it go vroom.
Welcome back, folks. Sorry for a little bit of technical difficulties earlier, but we're back in it, eh? And we're already jumping right off. Rieker here going for a shot on goal. Does get blocked by Aurora, and we're already getting that aggressiveness. We're seeing the first shot goes in, and that's a goal for Rieker!
Already off to an amazing start. Fuel Esports putting one onto the board with a really good passing play. Off that corner, striking in. Nice dead center with a splash to boot, putting us 1 point on the board, 4 minutes and 44 seconds on the clock. Here we go on to the next kickoff. Let's see what plays out.
Vertex goes for the wings pool there. So we've got Kino going for a shot up there. It's a good dribble in the air, blocked by Rieker though. A recovery from Ches. It's missed. Aurora gets in there, and she hits a beauty on the net there.
Aurora, you can't eat money and you win that 50 against 2 and just strike it in with a nice rose petal to boot. 1-1, Cumberland bring a point onto the board. Absolutely intense. This is a fight that you want to see because as you were saying earlier, it's the number 1 in the standings versus the last in the standings.
Right, Vertex goes up for the dribble, gets blocked by the NAU. Now, good pinch from Ches, beats his team in the end. Oh, pulling that bounce, playing around the other team. Knows what he's doing. He gets to that up, goes for a flick, gets blocked by Vertex. And And the shot's going to get going into the mid here as we get a couple of good bounces. Aurora going for the pop up. Blocked by Vertex. Absolute beaut. He already, we're going to see recovery back into the other side.
Now Vertex and the rest of the field is on the attack. Chez going through to try and strike, but does get the 50. Launches over the end of view. Going onto the bank. Hits off the backboard again. Passes to Aurora off to that corner. Going to no. Hits off the tire, but not enough momentum and speed. Strikes to Aurora, slamming it into that corner once again. Vertex in the air. It's a nice launch from one end to the arena to the other. The end of you manages to redirect it. Good flick. Manages to pass it through. We might see a good attack here from Cumberland.
Yeah, right here. Aurora goes for the pass. Shot goes in. No one's blocking, and that's the goal!
And a second point on the board, courtesy of Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, Fuel there not really looking to get a positioning. He does well. Vertex had a little bit of boost, but just not enough to get that angle that you wanted. I guess just not that awareness that you need. You have to be always having your head on the slip ball. Controlling those bounces, watching that direction of the ball. Fuel setting up for their attack. It's blocked by Aurora, recovered by Reeker. Pass to Vertex here. It's pinched by Eno. And he's going to go out for the dribble block. He gets pushed in by Chez. And that's going to be a beauty here. Reeker closing it up towards his team. No, blocks it out to the middle. Try to go for recovery. Vertex gets the bounce there. Push, shove off. Try to recover his first. Chez goes for the dribble. Blocked by Aurora. We're going to have it. That'll be over here.
Aurora is absolutely carrying to the side of Cumberland right now. They are on defense, they're on attack, they are everywhere where Cumberland needs to be. And a good pass to the end, 2-0 to redirect the pass. Goes from Vertex to Reek over the strike, off the backboard with a rebound!
An absolute dunk! Whoa! Playing off his own rebound. Goes up there, sets up for the block. Just watch this, folks. Already there, having that so jump off the roof there, you get that boost down and just slammed it on those brewskis, man.
I blinked and I just saw the ball go in. That's all I thought. Hey, you held it for a
I tried so hard.
You were really good.
Oh, I have flipped. But anyway here, jumping back into the action. Shot's going to be put up to the backboard for Fuel here. Chez was able to control it. And was going to go for a little bit of a post here, but a shot in dangerous position for Cumberland. It's already the pressure is on. Pinched out by Reeker. He's going to set it up for his team to push the Vertex. Blocked by Aurora. That's going to keep their team in the game. Chez is going to have a clear from the end of you. No's going to get the pass. Beautiful setup here. Blocked by Reeker. And Aurora's here going to have the recovery. He's going to go up for the end of you. He's going to go take it himself. Pinch goes out. Knock. He gets blocked by Vertex and a recovery from Fuel as the shot goes back onto the other side of the match.
And already Fuel is back on the attack with just a strike off that corner. Oh my God, Reeker, hat trick.
Again.
Reeker freaking a master in the skies right now. Every single shot has been an aerial bounce shot, and that time just hit off the crossbar and launched right in.
Beauty. I mean, he's just really well played. He's got so much control of that backboard, and that timing is impeccable. Already here, Chez going for, does miss the setup for his team, and Aurora's going to be able to capitalize on that mistake. Then bounce gets controlled by Reeker. He's going to be able to dribble it into mid lane here, middle, sorry. Vertex is going to go up, gets that aerial out. Doesn't really control that bounce. It's a bit over end of you. He does get a good pinch. Chez is going to be able to recover, throw it back to the mid, and Reeker's going to be able to control this.
And Reeker with a good breakaway flick. Oh, the pinch block by End and Aurora coming in clutch to block that.
Good save there. Chez able to get up there, get out of that control. Here we got Cumberland setting up for an attack. The shot goes in! Chez not able to get there in time as No scores the goal here for his team.
And making it 3-3 with 1:06 on the clock. A blue nuke. All right, that's a unique goal explosion. I like it.
Yeah, already here, tied going into the last minute of the match. Already here, it is neck and neck. Reeker goes up for the air dribble, gets it bounced off the board, doesn't quite get it in for his teammate. The timing was just off. And that's going to be here, Fuel on the back foot, as they try to recover from this attack.
Oh, that could have been a nice passing play by End to Aurora. But now Chez with the breakaway, hits off the backboard, gets redirected. Reeker with the aerial, strikes it again. Is it going to be enough? No, Aurora with a solid block once again. Vertex gets the demo, sending the end to the scrapyard, ending that reign.
Yeah. Already here,
Absolutely.
jumping in. Getting those so much control, playing off of this backboard. They're really looking to set up these rebound shots. I mean, that's all you want to do is you want to control your tempo. You want to have that sense there. Oh!
Beautiful.
But Ches, his own goals isn't quite there in time to get the bounce off. Vertex here.
Just a bad angle.
Unlucky there.
It happens.
It happens. Cumberland is going to have the advantage going into the last 20 seconds. Fuel has to make something happen here, or Cumberland will take the first match of the series. But Vertex is up in the air. He gets blocked. Controlled bounce by Fuel here, but that won't be enough. Aurora's going to go for a pinch into the boards. He's got it up there. If Fuel's going to get that shot in, they've got 3 seconds to make something happen. Now, when the ball stays in the air, folks, it keeps the game going, but that won't be the case as Cumberland takes match 1.
So far, I can tell this is going to be intense. Both teams know what's at stake, and they're bringing the aggression on both. Both teams are bringing the aggression.
Yeah.
Cumberland's main strength, I can tell right now, aside from Aurora, it's their ability to turn defense into aggression. For Fuel, it's their aggression and their redirection. What they need to improve on, I think, if they want to get a point in game 2, they got to bring disruption.
They have to. I mean, you've got to be able to play around the other team's
Get rid of Aurora.
synergy.
That's what they got to do.
Yeah, I mean, right? It's such a precarious situation, and just jumping right into that. I mean, already off the bat, we're seeing it's a lot closer than most people would think. You know, it was a very hard-fought battle. Both teams are trying to get the feel of the other, but whether or not they can actually pull it through here, we'll see where the teams stand within this second game. Is we're winning late a little bit here before we jump into this second match, and then we're gonna take a quick
it just manages like once it goes in, like it's like around I think it's like a 30-second time between matches, and then they just go right back into it. I think as we jump into this game 2, as I said, Fuel's got to bring the aggression, they got to bring disruption. I think because even though demolition is one of the best plays you can do, don't demo, just bump. Make them just disrupt their position, just launch them out of the way. Don't necessarily blow up their vehicle, but just get them out of that positioning.
Yeah, already here, jumping into the second match, we're going to see the 50-50, and Cumberland wins the kickoff. Aurora here going already for an aggressive setup. Bounces around Vertex, but Ches is going to be able to keep his team out from that pressure. You know, here already getting the demo on of Reeker. That's going to be here the attack, Ches and, sorry. But no, already those shots are going, those clears right into the opponent's net. Won't be enough here. Vertex gets the bump, but not the clear. And that's going to be him covering this ball, playing it into the middle. Both teams going up. Vertex doesn't have the amount of energy he needs to get up there. The boost. Roar does get the block shots going right back towards the other net. Whoa! Save from Ches, getting back in time. And that's going to be Fuel here, jumping in on the attack. NW capitalizes on a mistake. Ches, though, keeps his team in the middle. And already here, Reeker going for a setup bounce. Gets it over Aurora. Shots going in. Vertex off the crossbar. It won't be enough.
Well, we're going to see a chance on the attack. The NW bumping Vertex out of the way. But Vertex with full boost bumps it at the last possible second, because that was a solid angle for a center goal, but it's still 0-0. But it's getting intense. Or close calls. It's a lot of close calls right now. The NW goes in with no, bumps off to Reeker, strikes it off. Just keep it out of Aurora's hands. That's really good. The no Aurora's there. They can get rid of that. Goes to Ches by a little bit too far. Redirects again from Ches to get it to the center, but now Aurora in the air using all of their boost to get it into the end zone of Fuel Esports. But it goes to Reeker once again, launching from the center. The end of view with that demo distraction. It wasn't enough, but now another demolition. That's in unless, ooh.
Yeah, already here. Beautiful here from the side of the end of view. Already here. You're seeing just that watching of that play. Playing off of that, just that good pinch, and already, you know, that pressure is on. Now, both teams really good attack, but Fuel needs to strengthen their defense if they want to be able to stay in this series.
Rotation. That's what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to rotation. You got to attack, but you got to be ready to rotate.
Oh, beautiful pitch! The shot goes in. Cumberland.
Okay, yeah, that replay. Let's see this.
Not there in time. Just a wonderful play here, just edging it by all 3 of the teammates from the side of Cumberland. Fuel's back in this.
That's the plays you gotta see. That is what we gotta see. That's what they gotta keep doing. And there you go,
Oh,
Ches with a demo
Rieker's
disruption.
got an open net. Already here, he's gonna go for the flick. It's taken it from No though. He was ready for it, but the rebound, oh, just wide of the net. And that will be here, double demolition, keeping the pressure on. Vertex doing his best to keep his team in Cumberland's end. Already here, those bumps going out, Rieker setting off positions, and they're doing a good job of controlling this, playing around the other team, getting them off of their rhythm. And already the attack is coming. Now Fuel's low on boosts into this fight, so Cumberland's gonna have the advantage in their own end, being able to control that, playing off their team. But Vertex is gonna play off a mistake from Aurora there, and that will allow Fuel to stay in this end.
And see, these are the rotation plays I'm talking about. They're rotating,
Just
miss.
off the crossbar. Already there, good peek from Kino, allowing for End of View to set up for Aurora, but it does get blocked by Rieker. And already here, Ches gonna go for the attack, pressing it up for Vertex. This triple end's gonna come in! A beautiful play!
Yes!
An absolutely incredible passing play. Ches to Vertex to finish it off. Rieker with the dunk. Insane
bouncing
capability.
shot in from the turf to the center, going right above No. No did not know where the ball was gonna go.
I mean, just great coordination from the side of Fuel there, allowing them to stay in this match and just showing that domination. They're not here to play around. They're here to win. Already here, the pressure is back on them, though. They're going to be able to clear it out. Aurora's going to be controlling this, putting it back on. Enemy is going to go up here for the attack, puts it into the right corner, allowing for Fuel to be able to recover this and press the pressure.
A nice flick from Ches to try and center it, going to Aurora. Nice foot reset, but it goes, and that bounces, but at the end manages to redirect, which he does.
Oh, Vertex does miss the dunk, and that's going to allow Kino here.
Oh, no.
An aggressive shot at net, but he's managed to get it. Almost didn't. That bounce can be tricky. And that's going to be Cumberland tying it back up.
And honestly, that was a risk on Fuel's end that could have been capitalized, but unfortunately, just one misdirection allowed for that breakaway. Fuel just can't let that happen again. They got to keep up that attack, though. They are doing everything right. They just got to make sure to not leave themselves open.
Like this, for example, Aurora with a beautiful pass in front of the net. Ches, though, able to recover this, taking it back to Fuel. Pass to Rieker.
That's what you want!
That's a beautiful setup and execution right there for Fuel, putting them back on top.
And even like from halfway, too, just launching it. And Cumberland just mirrored Fuel. They left their net wide open. There was no one there in time to rotate.
Yeah, positioning is so important, allowing for those setups and those payoffs. But if you're left open, you're left vulnerable here. Vertex already taking a shot on the net. End of you controlling this around of this net. Going for a setup here, but Rieker there setting up in. Ches tries to go for the finish. Is blocked by the End of you, but Vertex is going to allow for another setup for its team. But here already Ches playing the back end there, keeping his team in this side of the match. Already here, Rieker going for the aerial, gets blocked by Aurora. Aurora's going to try to finish this. Gets it up, positioned by Vertex. Ches, though, going for the finish. Doesn't have enough boost to end it off. Rieker, though, again, keeping it in the side of Cumberland. The pressure is on. Already shots going down. That bounce is going to happen. It won't go in the net.
And Ches just blocked the shot on their net. But it's open, goes to Rieker.
Again, Fuel, second time they're putting it off the post, but the aggression is on. The shots are going towards the net, at least Aurora, though, in a tricky situation here. Rieker and Kino with the beautiful expectation and subversion with the fake out, allowing for Rieker just not being prepared for that, expecting it to go the other way. And that's how you play off your teammates, folks.
And with only 9 seconds left, Cumberland has tied it.
This is a close series, folks. Fuel here, they have to win this if they want to keep that tempo in here. Already Rieker going for the shot. It's going to go up. End of View's not going to get any grab on it.
We're into overtime.
This is next goal win, folks.
It's all coming down to one shot. The End of View with a launch. With a miss from Fuel. Goes to No. Strikes it in. Strikes to Aurora off the post.
Off of
oh no.
Fuel here just right around the way, and already there. Just not enough off in time. It's going to hit the crossbar, and the pressure is on Fuel here. Cumberland has come back. They want this goal. And already here, we're seeing a setup from Fuel, a little bit of patience, a little bit of lack of awareness, though, seeing that come in. But Reeker, beautiful setup off of his team. Aurora's going to get blocked by Ches, and the pressure is on the back foot for No here. He's going to get in. He's going to get aggressive. This shot's going to go into Cumberland's end. And already here, Vertex setting up for the bounce. He goes in for his teammate Ches. Ches is not going to get up there, and instead he's going to be aware of Aurora playing a beautiful defense. He's going to keep this in the corner, in the pocket. It's going to get pinched into the side, though, by Fuel. And No secures it for Cumberland.
With an extra minute exact on the clock, too.
Yeah, just a great setup. Fuel, I think they felt that pressure. They crumpled a little bit.
And as the announcer put it exact, the game was robbed.
It was robbed.
I'm really, really impressed with how both these teams are playing. And I'm going to sound like a broken record here, but I do think if Fuel wants to put a point on the board, you got to triple down the aggression and don't leave yourself open.
Yeah.
You know you're good on defense when the attack goes, when you're being attacked. The issue that they're having is that they're getting overwhelmed.
Yes.
They need to disrupt the attack. Even just get rid of one player.
Yeah.
Aurora.
I mean, really, it just comes down to...
Though No was really the one carrying this one.
Yeah, I mean, all players do. They've got those individual standouts. Fuel, each member had a goal in that match, so I think...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they've got that teamwork down. We saw that beautiful pass play from them. Just coordination, so well done. But they can't be leaving that back end open, and they can't crumble under that pressure. I mean, now that being said, they are the underdogs in this scenario. They've lost their previous 2 games, and they're going up against the reigning champs, so they're doing okay, but they need to step it up.
The bright side is they have 2 more chances.
Yes.
This is a best of 7, which means first to 4 in a sweep.
Yeah. I mean, this is kind of a skill check for them. Whether or not they can pass that bar and keep themselves in this match going into Game 3, it will set the precedent, especially when it comes to mental, because if you're down 3 and we go to match point, it's a lot scarier, especially not having any wins for yourself. You got to be ready for that.
And also, when it comes to even overtime, you know that fatigue can get in. It's attrition. It can be timed. It can just be a lot, because as the time goes, you're just going to get tiring and tiring and tiring. Fatigue will set in. So that's why, especially when we went to overtime for that game 2, Cumberland shut that down in a minute, because they knew if that lasted, it would affect future games, because you're already draining out so much energy for this overtime. And sometimes in these games, an overtime can last a whole extra game.
Yeah. It's insane, and it just comes down to that evolving and switching up and adjusting to your playstyle. Already, though, Fuel already getting a shot off the board, but gets blocked by Aurora, getting there in time. Puck is not always faster than the player, but another shot off the post, blocked by No, but the Fuel is back in. They've got that aggression. They do not want to lose another match, but oh, No gets there. Beautiful defense from him, keeping his team out of this net with the ball. Aurora, though, going for a setup here. He's going to try to go for a reverse flick. Doesn't quite get the grip that he wants, and Fuel have a setup for a shot here. Gets bounced in by, yes! Reeker, a beautiful play, having that awareness of seeing that defender plays just around him. They were expecting the dunk, but instead Vertex was there, ready for his team. And that's going to be Fuel here, leading this third game here.
And this is the kind of repeat we're seeing. Fuel leads, and then Cumberland catches up. You got to prevent that catch-up.
Individually, though, you're seeing these standouts from No. Beautiful defense. Vertex going up, gets blocked by End of View on his way down. Reeker, though, keeping that ball in the pocket. Whether or not, though, he can recover, have to see, as Fuel are already on the back end. And Cumberland get their chance to attack. That setup is happening. Now, you're seeing a lot of those delays, a lot of those fake pushouts, but right there, all 3 of Fuel's members went up to challenge that ball. You can't have that. You gotta have someone on the ground. You gotta have someone ready, because if that one of you misses, a bounce off the tee, but No's gonna keep it out of the net! A weird bounce will keep Fuel in this match, but the shot doesn't go towards the net. Instead, they're gonna try to go for a setup here. Reeker doing his best to keep the control for his teammate Ches. He's blocked by the End of View. Reeker again, waiting off of his teammate to hopefully get a recovery. No is in there. He gets past, but it blocked by Vertex. Not gonna be enough. No, again, another pass to the End of View, goes into the corner. played up by Ches. And no, with the opportunity to score, but Vertex gets in at the last second, swooping it out from underneath. And that will keep Fuel with the lead.
Fuel, you're scaring me here, man.
Oh my goodness. This is crazy.
But these are the plays you want to see. This is exactly the coordination that you need. And honestly, you're up by 1. Bleed out the time, but you got to make sure you're on the defense. That triple commit, I wanted to say earlier when it happened, that was way too risky. You do not want to commit all 3 to a defense like that.
Can't leave yourself open here, but Reeker going to be able to keep that push for his team. The shot is going to go towards the net.
Oh,
but no! At the last second, whether it's on purpose or by default, it didn't matter.
Oh my!
Vertex got the goal.
But watch on the replay, watch what happens. So the end of you was waiting for that. Gets blocked, and then he hits it. Vertex? Ches just goes in and slams it in, stopping that momentum.
Good bounce and bump from Ches there. As Fuel will have the lead going into this third kickoff. He does go to the side of Fuel here. And that aggression, they're not going to lend up at any point. No, controls the bounce, keeps it up, returns it towards the middle, but Reeker will keep that pressure on, already going for the recouple from there, going back into Fuel's half.
Vertex with a good middle redirection, going to No, just misses it by the skin of their fender. Going into Ches with a nice bump to Vertex, who strikes it off, but it gets struck to No, who loses a lot of energy and momentum on that. Passing, Aurora's there, waiting and ready with a good defense. Vertex goes to meet them, does go through. Oh wait, no, that was Ches going to Vertex. Vertex off the wall. Ches steals the Mega Boost from the side of Cumberland. Good play. Reeker with a nice strike going on, and Ches with the 3rd goal. We are now seeing a very different Fuel. They're 3-0.
Already there. Reeker, though, with a good pass, playing off of Noel's mistake there. Clearing it, you never want to clear it to the middle if you don't have a person there, and Fuel just capitalized on that with Ches. And already we're jumping just back into this fight. Cumberland does win the kickoff, and that will be Reeker here having to fight No. Predicts the bounce, is ready and waiting, but Aurora is going to recover for his teammate. That shot goes towards the net, off the backboard. End of View's not there in time, but Vertex patiently waiting, ignoring No. Already Reeker going for a shot, clears towards the net, gets blocked by End of View. Reeker keeps it at the edge. No here, again, beautiful defense, really the standout for the recovery for his team at End of View. And that bounce in the middle, goes for the aerial, gets that shot in, bounce just off of Aurora, playing with his teammate there, Ches, gets that pressure in, but no one's there to execute. Vertex though gets that shot up, gets blocked by the End of View, and it won't be enough! Didn't have the speed to get up there.
Nope, if you can see here on the replay, that Vertex goes to strike it. End of View just did not have the boost.
Not had the boost. Is the play there. And already here, Fuel 4-0 into map 3.
That's a very comfortable lead you want to be at, especially in a game, in a map 3 situation like this.
Have to play for defense, but Fuel's just not there. Aurora gets the goal, keeping them.
I spoke too soon.
Fuel, what are you doing? You had the lead, you're playing beautifully, and then just, I think, just a complete misplay there. Not being ready for that. Cumberland have a little bit of momentum now. They have to play defense here. They've got a minute left. All they got to do is just keep it out of their end. But already here, Fuel into cap. Pressure is back on them. Vertex going to go for a pinch with Ches. Going to be enough. Aurora is there to block it. And already here, the best defense, they say, is offense, but that won't really be the case as Reeker has to get up, gets the block, beautiful pinch out with the Ches. He's going to look for a pass to Vertex here. Gets a pinch off the ground, not enough really, and that's going to be just a lofty in. And Ches is in an awkward situation. You know, he doesn't really have the defense there. It's getting played back to their end, and Reeker's going to be able to recover for his team. It's going to go up here, and already Ches going for the aerial, blocks it out from No. That's going to be Fuel here with 30 seconds left of this match. A bit of a misplay there, and the attack's coming back to the side.
But they're still up by 3, and the time is ticking. So Cumberland needs a Hail Mary strike if they want to even get an opportunity to tie it up. No! Oh
double
no!
Backboard.
Double!
It's not enough. Fuel now. All they got to do is just keep it in Cumberland's end, and they win this match. Pinch goes in off of the End of No. Sorry, End of View. Mix up there. Bounce off the backboard. Fuel just wants to put this on the ground. The pinch is going up. Maybe they're going for this final goal. Who knows? It hits the ground, and Fuel is going to take this map sorry, match 3. They're back in this.
Yeah, they put a point on the board, which means we are now comfortable. They're not yet in the hot seat. They still need they still got to at least win one more to at least tie it up, so we have a fair game on both sides. But right now, Fuel put a point on the board, which means they have a chance. It's just like you're playing Dark Souls. If you see that health bar move, that means the boss can die.
Right?
You put a point on the board, that means you can win.
If it bleeds, you can kill it. You know?
Exactly.
Right? And I think, yeah, Fuel just definitely had a much better showing of that match.
They did. The coordination was flawless.
Definitely better. Had in just that aggressiveness. They kept it in the other team's end. They had that control. They had that tempo. And while there was a couple of mistakes here and there, especially to lead to that goal from Aurora,
yeah,
at the end of the day, they had that. And now they're going back into this fourth match, 2-1. With the momentum, they've got the win under their belts.
The morale spike is really going to come into play here.
Yeah, definitely.
The mental, the communications. Fuel, like I just said, Fuel just proved they have a chance.
They have a chance. Whether or not, though, they can execute is an entirely other story.
Well, we're going to find out.
We'll find out here. Jumping back into Game 4. Already off the hop. Cumberland back in it. Does get the demo from Reeker, so they won't really get in as much as they want. Ches, though, controlling that backboard. Pass to Vertex. He's going to be able to have that. But Kino's there, ready for it. Reeker sends it into the passing lane. He puts it up. It goes into the net. Nico gets that control. Clears it back out to Fuel's side here. Reeker's got to look for the recovery. He does get flicked off of the boards. It's coming up to Aurora. Is there ready for that counter.
And another good redirection strike. Bring it back all the way into Cumberland's end. Ooh, really risky. And it's rolling. It's centered. It's centered.
Almost
the bumps.
an own goal.
Oh, that was very risky. That 50 could have gone either way, but Reeker strikes it again. It rolls off to Aurora. Gets struck, and we see Aurora conflicting with Vertex on a 50 right here.
Right here, though. Shot point into Fuel's end. Ready for the setup. The bounce gets in. Blocked by Fuel. Fuel's going to have the rebound. They're going back in. The pressure's on. No, goes around it, doesn't fall for the bait. And already here, Ches is getting up. He's going to go for a pass, setting up for Reeker in the pocket. The end of you is going to have that bounce out, and Fuel's looking to defend, looking for the recovery. Miss from Vertex, recovered by Reeker in the back. And that will be Fuel here on that back end. Pinch is going into the side of Cumberland. Bounce goes up. Vertex gets the bounce over the end of you. Shot goes down. Reeker not there for the dunk. Nose getting that control, playing off of Aurora. Shots going into Fuel's pocket here on the right side. Reeker's going to be able to control this up. Having an attack coming from No. Wastes his boost, but it's going to go up. Control bounce from end of view on that crossbar will leave them in this fight. Vertex, though, already that bounce is going to be into. The shot goes off.
Oh my God!
Beautiful play from.
What was the speed on that?
That was
148 kph.
Just a fast ball. And Reeker there, playing off his teammate, watching and waiting.
It bounced off of
strike.
Vertex. That was Vertex's goal.
I give it to Reeker.
Yeah, Reeker did 95% of the work.
95% of the work, except for the fact that
Vertex basically used Reeker as a golf tee.
Right? Honestly, but a dangerous position for Fuel. End of you just gets a chip in. Bit of a misplay there.
Yeah, you can see here in this replay, it was just, everyone was kind of stuck in the corner. It bumped off of Reeker's hood just in the wrong direction. And that's why we have Jack Skeleton coming to say hi.
Yeah. Speed flick here off of the hop. Already Kino isn't quite able to win that draw, but it does go into Fuel's side. A bounce from Ches, shot right at the net. Vertex there, not in time as End of You has the clear, has the control, setting it up for his team. No, doesn't get a touch on it, though. End of You is there. And ready here, Fuel already going for that setup. Blocked by Aurora, keeping it in. No, it's going to go for the control bounce, but it's not going to be enough. As Vertex getting that dunk in, pass goes out. Reeker's there, but not enough. End of You gets the block. Already here, just back and forth, a deciding debacle of the delegates as Reeker here is going to go for a setup, try to go for a flick, blocked by No, Ches for the first.
And already these triple commit plays coming in on the side of Cumberland. They're risky, but it's putting a lot of energy and momentum. That was a risky play by Cumberland to go for a center lobby from half field. Really leaves you open for an attack like this. As you can see, No just barely getting there in time to redirect it, but a demolition coming in from Reeker.
Ches playing off his teammate. Vertex not going for the attack. They're stealing it. Not stealing it. Taking Interview, getting the control. Pass to No. The shot goes up. Gets blocked by Reeker there. An absolute beautiful save. Vertex with the aerial in. He's going to get blocked. Does get the demo, though. That will put Cumberland in a risky position. No, with an awkward recovery off of the ground as Fuel's going to get that pressure in, but not going to get an edge on that ball till Vertex is going to go up. Gets to bounce off the roof. He's going to play off of that dunk, and the shot goes in from Reeker. Right place, right time.
And a legendary passing play. Vertex bring it from the top, making it drop, and boom!
That is a wet goal there.
Let's go. Putting another point on the board, stopping that tie, and putting Fuel back in the lead for this game 4, which is what we need. But right now, Aurora with really good opportunity. Gets blocked, though, by Vertex.
In off of the boards here already. Reeker tried to get a bounce, controlling it out, but just missed. And Aurora's going to capitalize. Going into the last real minute of this match here. Cumberland's going to tie this up. They don't want to go down without a fight.
No, they're making Fuel work for this.
Absolutely.
They really are making Fuel Esports work for this, which honestly, it's what you want to see. Like, as much as like steamroll games are fun when you're winning, but you want to see these types of matches, especially when you see shots like this with a solid opportunity.
Time, Chez. But he is going to be controlling that, playing off of Reeker. Vertex gets the beautiful curve, playing around with his teammates and the enemy. I mean, an absolute beauty of a setup. Just watch that flick. That curve shot right in, playing around the opponent's team, putting Fuel back into the lead is their match to lose going into this last one.
And now they have the opportunity. All they got to do is just play for time. We're almost at the exact 1 minute mark. A good pinch from Chez and Reeker to bring this ball to the center. Goes to Reeker, slamming off of Aurora. Reeker redirects it, going to Vertex off the wall. We might see here. Ooh, wait, this is a good opportunity. Bouncing, nice block. Good job, Reeker. Keep going.
Keeping that play around, keeping this attack. NW's not quite there. As Vertex setting up for an attack. It's bounce in. No was there though. It's recovered by Reeker. Shot going back into the side of Cumberland. A bounce off the board. NW controlled it, but it won't be enough as Chez there. He's able to keep it in. No recovers. Aurora back in. Shot goes off the bank. Covered by Reeker again. Just back and forth, playing around each other.
Vertex has a
Go
breakaway.
He's got an end of empty goal. And that will secure Fuel.
A 2-point lead with 18 seconds left. However, things can change in 18 seconds.
Team recoveries before. I mean, being 2-0 isn't the best of leads. Whether or not, but regardless, they are winning. Win or match. Or he's bounced up, where he wants to be. Is Sale able to recover it off, working off at the end of you? 10 seconds left. That attack is happening. Super risky.
Whoa!
And as you edges it in.
It was just bouncing. What was happening there?
What?
So from Reeker's POV, oh, I think I know what happened. Reeker got stuck on the side of the wall and the tire messed up his flick.
Not there. The end of you will capitalize on that mistake. And Cumberland, with 5 seconds left, going to try to go for a goal. It goes up, pinched by Fuel. Whether or not they can keep it up, though, is a whole nother matter. Shots hit the ground, and Fuel tied the series 4-3.
We are now tied 2-2 in the series in this best of 7. So technically, like, we're at the midpoint now. What are kind of because I'm just going to ask you, what is the pro of Fuel, con of Fuel, pro of Cumberland, and con of Cumberland right now?
Well, to summarize, Fuel's got a lot of coordination. They know what they're doing. They've got that, I guess, really just controlling of that tempo. They're really ready for it, especially with Reeker on defense, playing really well and setting up for his team and getting those dunks. Not so much as the aggressive side as he wanted, as Vertex is the one with those goals. However, the con, when they get put on the back foot, they don't recover as well, especially when they've got that open net and not being awareness of it. Lack of awareness is really what they're not recovering from. On the other side, though, I'd say the pro for Cumberland, they're really good at capitalizing on Field's mistakes. They've got that kind of setup. They've got a rhythm. They have those practice maneuvers that they know that they're going to have going into these attacks and defenses, especially when it comes to these kinds of setups. The con, though, not really being able to match Fuel when they're on the attack, as they've gotten, again, just fumbling those blocks. I mean, all that being said, you know, like not Leopard, sorry, Leopard. Sorry, who was it? Yes, Aurora. Aurora being the standout for Fuel's defense and just keeping them in end of view as well. But regardless, they are losing these matches. Fuel has won these back-to-back. So it's kind of a clean slate going into this 5th match. Whether or not they can succeed is entirely up to them.
So, and yeah, I agree with you. I think now, like, at this being the midpoint, it is a clean slate. It's as if games just didn't happen. So now we got to see both teams know, that both teams should at least now know their pros and their cons, know thy enemy. And we just got to see what happens here. And right now, it seems Cumberland has a really good attacking opportunity here. Vertex versus Aurora with a pinch, but luckily, Ches was there for a redirection. Just to know, Ches carrying it.
High end of view, Vertex is going to recover for Reeker, but he's not quite in the best kind of position he'd want to be. Does steal that boost though, so he'll keep himself in this fight. Good pass, flick in. He's going to try and go for a pinch up here. Goes for the fake out, playing off his teammate Ches. Not quite there in time. No, because he managed to get it. He's going to keep it over end of view though. We're jumping back into another match already here. That progression, we're seeing it. Coordination, Fuel's got to be able to finish these.
Oh no!
Unlucky bouncer. We're just going to keep it with his team. No's going to have an awkward situation, but it won't be enough as Cumberland will get out of their net. Fuel though, setting up for an attack here. Reeker watching like a hawk. Gets that bounce into the corner. Does miss it though, as he's going to have to come off of the recovery, putting it over, and a clear goes into the side.
Aurora was an absolute guardian angel for that play. If they were not there, that was going to be a goal, just flat out.
Yeah. They were though, and Ches does manage to keep it clear into the middle of this match. As already Reeker going in attacking. Vertex gets the bounce on the side. He's going to go for the execute. Whether or not Ches right there in time though, capitalize. He is, however, ready to keep it out of his team's end already.
Now, Ches using all of their boosts, using Vertex as a little foundation, try and get an extra pinch. Does go a little bit in their favor. Miss from Ches though. Striking though onto Aurora, winning that 50. Goes to Vertex. It's blocked in the center to No. Gets redirected by Ches once again to Reeker. Back to Ches, but in the wrong angle and direction.
Alrighty there, Reeker though recovering for his team, going up for a setup. He's going to go for an aerial, probably going to go for a bounce. Allows for his team to capitalize on it. But dunked, but blocked by No. Beautiful save. As Vertex is going to go again back on the attack, keeping it in. Cumberland is on the back foot. Shots happening across the board. Vertex gets the beautiful pass.
And everything you said about Cumberland's con is exactly what happened.
Wasn't really ready for that second attack. You have that good block on the first, but it's just not enough. You got to be really able to keep that momentum, keep that pressure in, and not wasting boost. Like keeping that boost control and economy is so important, especially when it will give you the advantage in these fights. Ready to know, going for a flick into a bounce, gonna go for a reverse dunk in, doesn't quite get there. That won't be any kind of a rebound for his team as it goes back.
And a miss, the pass from Reeker to Ches. Unfortunately, Ches misses it. Goes for that redirection. Tries to redeem for a redemption shot for Ches, but just not enough. Ches with no boost, and Aurora just bumping. Is it going to be enough? Ches redirects it. Still no boost. Decide, yeah, you know what? I got to get this out of here, and we got to restart this play.
You need to for his team at least recovering. Shot gets blocked by Vertex into the pocket. Isn't quite enough to keep a goal for Cumberland, as already we're jumping into the last 2 minutes of the match. Second half here as we're already in that pressure. Shot was up for end of view. Dunk has happened, but Ches is there in time to block. Aurora goes for the recovery. Pass goes to Vertex. Isn't quite enough as end of view gets that pinch with his teammate. Shot goes in and No scores!
Whoa! I thought that was going to hit the post.
So did Fuel. As that shot just came in, it was an unlucky pinch. That'll put Cumberland back on the scoreboard.
What? A minute 34 left on the clock. Wow, a minute 34. How much time's flying already?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, these matches go quick, folks.
Yeah, you forget.
Blink and you miss it. Vertex already here on attack, setting up for his team, looking for kind of a pass play. Reeker goes for the shot off the board, a bank, but not enough. quite get where he wanted to be. Bounce happening in the favor of Fuel here. So they're already going for the attack. Chez playing around that boost is right there. Rieger, though, is ready to get in.
Rieger is battling end of view with assistance from Vertex for their control of the ball in that corner. Gets hit up by Aurora off to end of view. Rieger redirects it in the air, strikes it off to No, keeping in the middle. Redirects it again, sends it across the arena.
Here going up end of view goes for the control shot. Good pinch. No takes advantage, but it won't be enough. Goes into the pocket there of the boards. It won't be really that kind of goal that you want to see. Cumberland needs something right now as both teams are fighting neck and neck to take this equalizer match. It's already, the attack is on. Cumberland, this is where they shine. They've got that last couple seconds. They know that they want to have the control of the match, but Rule here disrupting, getting in their bones. Vertex goes for the setup, waiting off of Rieger. Pass goes right in for his teammate. Chez isn't there! And Fuel now be on the back foot. Control goes to No as he tries to go for a setup here. Fuel's going to be able to recover. Vertex is trying to go for a pass here. Doesn't have the boost. He needs to go for a pinch. That's get taken a minute by View. Rieger fighting back to the end there. Is the side for the attack. We're possibly going to be going into overtime if can't capitalize on this attack. And then the ball doesn't hit the ground. They keep it in the air. If the ball stays in the air, you keep it in the match. That finally hits the bottom there.
That was a good play to send it to overtime in the end zone. That could have been a goal.
Already here, but it is next goal wins. Demo happening from the side of Fuel. Shot goes already. Oh my! Right off the hop. Cumberland
4
will
seconds.
take the shot. It will not be enough. Winning this draw there. No, just a beautiful pass to himself, playing off of his own rebound. And scores a
Now, Fuel Esports is on the hot seat.
Folks, we're going into match point.
Match point, serious point for the side of Cumberland. Fuel needs to play flawlessly in this game.
Yeah. It's a tricky situation for them, especially when they know that they've got that pressure on them. They gotta bring it back. We know that they can.
They have the capability to do so.
Absolutely. And just the skill from the individual players there, you know, like Vertex, beautiful setups, No there with an absolute wonderful goal, just taking advantage of those clears. I mean, it is anyone's game at this point.
Oh, completely. And now, probably with that hot seat pressure, Fuel Esports might double down on the aggression or even triple down.
Got that pressure. They've got that coordination. They've got that skill. They've got that aggression.
They do.
And already here, Fuel's going to win the kickoff. Shots already going from Vertex. Looking for control from end of view. Vertex is going to go up. He's not going to make it. End of view's going to recover it as Chez has managed to disrupt it a little bit. Chez, though, with an awkward bounce. Vertex able to recover for him. Fuel's going to try to go for the attack. Aurora's going to control it into the side of Fuel. Cumberland is already recovering this attack. Fuel going for the setup. Shot goes toward the net. End of view's up, ready for it. Fuel though, Chez, beautiful recovery. No's going to control that bounce, but Fuel's going to be right there. Doesn't quite manage to get up in time. Vertex does get the block in the end though, but No is right there. Aurora already, that pressure is on. No mistakes will lead to any kind of switching play. Already, the tempo is changing.
And a good redirection play from Chez onto Rieger. Rieger taken to the sky. Tries to whip it past it. Unfortunately, No doesn't hit that. Aurora just bumping Rieger for no reason.
No reason at all.
Just exchanging some paint.
End of view. Tricky situation. Could possibly get the goal here, but Rieger's there to recover. Playing off of Chez. Already here, that pass goes up, but a little bit of a fake out as they tried to go for it. Missed hit off the boards. Rieger tries to go for a pass to his teammate Chez, but Aurora's there for the block. A dunk from Vertex.
And another block from Aurora.
Another beautiful save. NFV's going to go for a pinch in the boards here. Chez is going to set up his teammate with Rieger. Already those passes coming in. Aurora has to make something happen, but it won't be enough. That dunk keeps itself in the game from Chez, and Vertex already, that pressure is on. This will go to the side of No, though, as that demo happens. The aggression's here. It is up to Chez and Vertex to keep it in, but Cumberland is going to miss the attack.
And Aurora, once again with that block, strikes up to Rieger, and it just bounces, and it's only Chez holding off that line. Manages to do that pinch to stop that momentum. It goes to the corner. Rieger scoops it, launches center, gets hit by No. The momentum is denied. Scoops to Reeker again. Ches with no boost.
Aurora keeping it up in the game. Has to, the shot's going to go for the pinch. Wasn't quite there to get that down in the opportune position. A little bit of a whiff from Ches will keep Fuel on the back end as Enderby's going to go for an attack here. He's going to try to go for a low pinch, but Ches right there, ready for it. The pressure's on Fuel. A little bit of a dunk pass from
Whoa!
Aurora. Beautiful aerial into the net, flicked it in. Beautiful play.
And like across the way too, and just
That would be enough. Ches not having any boost to really get up there. Fuel was not ready for that.
they weren't, just the overwhelming pressure, and then they just gave Aurora the perfect opportunity. But here we go, Fuel winning kickoff. No boost for Ches, unfortunately. It turned down to Vertex, try to redirect, but Aurora once again just scoops it up. But it does get pinched out, and a really good pinch striking on, but end of view at the center for denial.
A little bit of a play here from Reeker, not quite getting the momentum he goes. He does go a bit up, but no, putting it off to the side just a little bit. Setting it up for Aurora, who will execute on his teammates' behalf. Fuel is looking in dire straits.
2 minutes and 13 seconds left, and already Cumberland leading 2-0 in this series, in this potential series point.
This is Cumberland's series to lose here. As Fuel are looking to make something happen. Enemy's going to go up to block Reeker's aerial. Vertex misses the recovery, and another shot happening. Demo in the net. Fuels a bit, but recovered from his teammate there, as Ches will keep himself in this fight. But already that pressure's on from Cumberland. Fuel has to make something happen. They've got to switch it up. They've got to have that momentum back. The pass goes in.
That's what you want!
Vertex! And Ches will keep himself in the match.
You can see Vertex is dribbling it. Aurora is just waiting and ready. And then Reeker comes in out of left field and just sends Aurora flying.
Absolutely beautiful play. Good awareness, and Fuel's back in this. They are. They've got that momentum. They're going to get this. Lose off the handshake, but Vertex is up, controlling it from his teammate. Ches is going to go up. End of view's not going to quite be there. He does manage to get that recovery, though. Doesn't have any quite boost that he needs. Fuel, though, they're back in this, but it's a dangerous position. Bump goes down. Won't be enough. Flick will not happen. That Aurora's going to try to go up again. They're just playing volleyball over this net, trying to keep it in the side of Fuel, but it won't be enough. Vertex here, Reeker playing off of each other. It's a bit wide over the net. Too fast off that speed, but Reeker, Ches there, going to try and go for this disrupt, but it won't be enough. Hawk goes right off of the corner. A lucky break for Fuel, and they take advantage of it. Ches going for the attack already, keeping himself in this. Reeker's going to go for the recovery, playing off of his teammate, but a bit too far back. Vertex is going to have to recover for his teammate. Pass goes in toward the net, but it won't be enough. As Ches has an opportunity, keeps it up toward the board here. Reeker puts a shot on net, but blocked by Aurora. It is a dangerous position. Ches going to be able to control that attack from Fuel.
Wait, that might go in. That might go in.
No, just misses it.
Yes!
You're back in this match.
We're tied with 43 seconds left.
Oh my goodness, an absolute whiff from Noel.
Sorry for anyone wearing headphones.
Yeah, headphone warning, folks. We get excited when it comes to Rocket League. It is fast tempoed. And now Fuel got this chance. Can they take advantage of it? You lose the kickoff, but Vertex is there to recover. Shot goes at the net. Is going to hit the boards. Doesn't quite get that dunk that he wanted. Aurora is there to recover for him. A little bit of boost, a little bit of play. End of view is kind of a bit of a too much of a commit in the air. Leave his teammates kind of having to recover for himself. As Aurora's going to try and get a good dunk, but it won't be enough. Aurora's right there, ready for a shot on net. But Ches!
Oh my God!
With the block out of nowhere. He's going to recover again. Vertex, off
the post!
Oh my goodness, no, not being able to get enough there as that pinch will happen. It is up to Fuel here to see whether or not they win it. Block from there. Oh, no one put it too far out to the side there. A pinch from Fuel. Whether or not they can get an execute, they've got to try something here. Fuel just has to keep it out of their net. An awkward pinch out of the side. And that
going to
will
overtime.
Fuel overtime. They have to win this kickoff if they want to stay in. They know it. They will lose it. A demo comes from Aurora. Whether or not they can control this. It's an awkward shot into the net, but Ches beautifully played. Whether or not they can keep it up. Aurora keeping that pressure on, playing off of his teammate. He does manage to miss that bounce. That will be Ches here coming in, playing off his teammate. Whether or not he can get this goal is up to us, folks, but blocked by no. Shot goes toward the net of Fuel. Whether or not they can capitalize, but Vertex with the flick save. It won't be enough. And Ches here playing off his teammates. Cumberland going to be able to retake that. That aerial is going up, but Ches right there. Fuel is ready. They're locked in. but that pressure is on to succeed. End of you could end it all right here.
We'll see what happens. The boost economy is not going.
Oh!
Oh, it pitches through.
Oh my goodness, Flick goes up, Fuel's not there. Does get stolen from the boost, and now they're on the back end. Ches, it is up to you, friend. Does manage to clear that for his team. Vertex, though, awkward position. Reeker's got to get up. He does manage to get it over, but this is a tricky situation for Fuel. They've got the attack here. Whether or not they can execute, though. Already, Aurora again back on that attack. Noah's going to control this bounce. Reeker has to get up. He's got to hit this. Whether or not Vertex does get the bounce, that shot's going to hit in. Will Reeker execute? But it won't. Noah's going to get it in time.
It's a corner net.
It's a corner net poke. Shot gets up to the pocket.
It's open.
Will it be happening here, folks? But no, Aurora will keep them in the game. Ches doesn't manage to hit the Reeker. Vertex keeps them in the game. Oh my goodness! Absolutely beautiful save. He goes for the attack. He's got that flick here, but it won't be enough. He does try to go for a fake out, but no, none of his teammates there. Fuel is back in that defense. They are playing off of their teammates here, only allowing for one kind of striker. They need to keep themselves in this game. The bounce happens awkwardly. Oh, but End of You kind of messes up. No. Anyway, though, the shots are happening. That bounce is going in. Reeker has to take advantage of this. He's got that boost. He's got the dribble. He's coming towards the net. Yes! Let's go! Fuel will keep themselves in this match. Tying it up for match point. Absolutely insane. Folks, I voice cracked like 3 times there.
I need a one.
I can't do this anymore. I'm quitting. I'm going home. This is ridiculous. Honestly, absolute cinema. Oh my goodness. Insane recoveries from Fuel. Desperate attempts lead to desperate measures as they manage to keep themselves in this game. Oh my goodness.
This is what esports is all about, people.
This is what it's like, folks. Oh my goodness.
You know what that means, dude?
Yeah.
We're going to the finals.
Final match.
We are going to the final match of the night. It is do or die.
This is anyone's game, folks. We've seen stellar plays from both sides. We've seen that coordination from both teams. I mean, just the amount of aggression into Fuel's side from Cumberland. They were there. They attack after attack after attack. Fuel just managed to hold on. A couple of posts and a couple of desperate saves managed to keep them in the game, and they executed at the end.
I have goosebumps, man.
Oh my goodness, folks. We're jumping into the final match. Now I am curious. What do you think Fuel needs to do to take this home?
Honestly, they need to do exactly what they did in the previous game, but with less more scaring the crap out of us.
Yeah, maybe don't whiff so much, Reeker. There, we're watching you. We're ready for it.
We're waiting.
We're waiting.
I just hope we really clip that.
We'll probably. Who knows?
If anyone's watching, please clip that.
Yeah.
Like, please.
Send it to your friends and family. They'll have no idea what it means, but it'll be hype.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Already jumping into the
Here we
final
go!
match, folks. It is on. Fuel's going to lose the kickoff, but Vertex is there recovering for his team. He's already getting in there. No, setting up with this bounce, controlling it into his pocket. This side, the bounce goes towards Fuel's end. Aurora's going to be there to recover. Reeker doesn't quite get over there, and Vertex is on his own to defend. Does actually get that pitch. It's going to be enough. Ches, though, defending that aerial position. He's going to go back down here, and Reeker's going to set up for the attack here. Aurora has managed to recover, watches that bounce, knows it's there, puts himself in this fight. Vertex going for the attack. Doesn't have any boost to back it up, though. This is a tricky situation. Ches gets bounced. Reeker's going to be able to recover. That's going to be Fueled here on the defense.
Now Ches been ready for it, goes to the end, but luckily Reeker is there to redirect. Good strike going to No. Just bumps. There's not enough energy. The momentum on that ball really getting stopped there. Ches with a good breakaway, striking. Putting into the end. It's a bounce. Going in. Ah!
White managed to get there, and he's going to be able to recover this. Shot again happening. No, but Ches! Oh! Beautiful pinch in there, just slipping it by Kid. No. And that is what we expect to see from Fuel, that aggression, just slipping it in there. That speed.
God.
You cannot recover from that, and that will be Cumberland on the back end. Now, Fuel has had these things before. They have lost them, so whether or not they can keep this up, it's up to them. Aurora, though, has a shot on net. He's off the boards, waiting for the bounce. Gets cleared by his team. And Vertex there, waiting for it. Aurora is going to go bouncing over him. Have an awkward position, though. He's finished to control it. Puts that flip back in. He'll set it up for his teammate No, though. Going in. He's got that boost. He's ready for it. Got that dog in him. Vertex is up. Blocked by Ches! And Reeker blocked that. Beautiful flick in. Otherwise, would have been a clear-cut goal. Vertex is going to control this going back into Cumberland's side. Shot goes in, gets blocked off the rebound. Vertex is there, ready for it. Not going to be enough, though. Ches having to recover from his teammate. And that's going to be the attack coming back on again. Fuel there. Ches just lofting in the air, keeping that control in, and he's going to get that clear into the Fuel's left corner. That is not a chance there. Vertex is going to get that clear, and he is just out of position. Vertex is going to go is smart, gets the clear to his teammate. He's going to go up for the flick. Doesn't quite get there in time, but the pass goes to Aurora. Bounce in, chip off, shot goes down, off the boards, and Diffuse ready for it. Let's get that mixed up. No, though. Setting up for this third attack here. Going chest. Gets the bounce, flicks it in. This is a beautiful setup for Fuel here. Whether or not they can get it, but oh! Vertex, a bit of a whiff there on the flick. And Reeker has managed to get up. He's got that block, but he still will hit the backboard.
And now a nice launch from Ches. End of you stealing the Mega Boost from Fuel, but a launch from Reeker going it, sends it. Actually does a momentum stop, but redirects to End of you, going back to no. They're just juggling. Honestly, I think it's very just a bleed for the time. Reeker to Ches, bumping it. The Fuel, oh, the boost economy. This is risky. Fuel is on the back end for this, but it tips.
Set up for an attack here. Ches with his get.
Yes.
I know. Might not be enough here. Goes for the pass. Shot goes off. Blocked by Aurora. Controlled by Ches. Already here. This puts Cumberland in the backpedaling position. This goes up to them. It's up. The dunk happens. Oh, but blocked by Aurora. They'll keep them in the game again. Already here. Chip. Not going to be enough. Not too fast for him. Tried to go for the bump for no, but it won't be enough. As Fuel again going for this another attack.
And honestly, this aggression is beautiful. You see it dunk, it gets blocked in the last second, but they're putting Cumberland on the backboard.
Want to see, folks? Yes, does miss it, and he's going to be able to control their end. Reeker's going to try to go for a dribble. He's going to flick it up, goes over, the shot goes in. Aurora with the block, ready for it. Fuel here. Ches goes for the pass towards the net, but it won't be enough.
Now another strike bringing in. We are now at the final minute mark. No, with a strike, it gets pinched. Oh, the momentum denial. It rolls right in the center. Reeker carrying it over End of you. Strikes to Aurora. But redirects it, pitch to the other side.
Ready here, jumping in. Ches pulling this in. They've got a minute left. Whether or not they can keep this lead is up to them. Win this match. But it will get tight here, folks. Those shots are going to happen. The flick's going to go in, but blocked by Ches! And Reeker getting in. Fuel is going to be able to keep themselves. Inch goes up. He's going to have to block this dunk. It won't be enough. Shot happens, but Ches...
Oh, no! Get him! Get her!
Down, bro. You're okay. You're okay. Fuel is going to keep themselves. They're okay. They've got this. It's right there in an awkward situation, but they had it. 10 seconds left. Aurora with the clear. Missed by that, but Vertex is going to be there in time. He's going to go for the other attack here. All they got to do is just keep it in their end, and Fuel will bring the biggest upset in the season.
All they need to do.
End of Fuse going for the flick. Shot goes up. All Cumberland has to do is all up.
Just spike it. Just spike it. Just spike it.
But no, they keep it in. They're going to stay in this match. It's going to hit the ground, and that's
and
going to
Fuel
be
wins.
The comeback of the century. Is Fuel going up against the series leaders, Cumberland University. They win the series. An absolutely beautiful match there. Back and forth, back and forth. I mean, well done to both sides. You guys played a beautiful match. We had a blast here in the box. Almost whiffed it at the end there. Almost lost it. But
I had a panic attack.
I watched. Yes,
You were right there.
I was there. That being said, though, if you want to see more awesome games like that, we have a cool schedule coming up. Tomorrow night we'll have Overwatch playing in their NECC Week 4 against Drexel Gold. It's an interesting match there. And then next week we've got potentially Counter-Strike to get their second ever televised or streamed match. Woo! Thursday with the Rocket League, and again Friday with the Overwatch, folks. It is a series to remember. However,
Unfortunately, we can't get an interview of one of the players because this was a play-at-home game.
Mhm.
But I just want to run back from the start of the series to the end. That was a game where both teams knew it was at stake, and they gave a heck of a match.
Yeah, I don't think Cumberland was really expecting that out of Fuel, especially being the last on the leaderboard. You know, I think they really weren't ready for that kind of aggression, and seeing that, especially Fuel having to test the waters, losing those first 2 matches, I must have been a flip switched in their brain.
Something happened on the side of Fuel, especially because there was that opportunity, like I said, like when I freaking panicked, the ball was rolling right on the end zone of Fuel. They just needed one person just to tap it, and that could have been a point on the board.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the reaction time from Fuel was flawless. They reacted, and they did exactly what I thought was a really good strategy. They knew they were up by 1. They bled the time.
Yeah, they were ready for that
All
attack.
they had to do was bleed the time. They read into the aggression because they had 6 games to read into Cumberland's aggression. They read all of their plays, so they knew the moment they just get 1 point on the board, it was just play for time.
Absolutely.
And they did flawlessly on that defense with a little bit of some
Little
panic
scary.
there. Little scary is there. I think my
We have
BPM's
the
probably
best
like at
defense.
least like 130 right now, but that's fine.
It's fine.
We won.
We won. And folks, we want to say
Wow.
thank you for joining us. It was an absolute stellar of a match. We really appreciate you home coming out and watching us. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Belmont boys if you guys are still watching. Yeah, I've been Godly Parrot.
I've been Dragon. Don't forget to follow us on our socials. Make sure to follow us on our Discord if you want to keep up for everything Fuel Esports. I think
care.
that's everything.
Absolutely.
Have a good night, guys.